Well, hello everyone. And today is going to be a different video because this is just going to be a perfect history about a steam locomotive. And here's the Atlantic Valley 1504. So let's begin in 3, 2, 1. Atlantic Coast Line 1504 is a 462 USRA Light Pacific steam locomotive built in March 1919 by the American Locomotive Company's Alco's Richmond shops in Richmond, Virginia for the Atlantic Coast Line Railroad as a member of their P5A class Pacific. The 1504 was among those was one of those original USRA Light Pacific. The United States Railroad Administration even created some standardized locomotive designs, such as 060s, 080s, 2662s, and 2882s, and even heavy and light version of the 462 Pacific, 482 Mountains, 282 Mercados, and 210 Santa Fe types. Yep. And 15, yeah, that's it. With a wait. And yeah, 1504 is a quite good locomotive. And with a boiler pressure of with a 1504 with a boiler pressure of 200 psi, a firebox grade area of 66.70 square feet, a heating surface of 242 square feet, a heating area of 794 square feet. It has 2 cylinders and used Baker valve gears. Very simple. The 1504 uses coal and has a water capacity of 10,000 US gallons. 10,000 US gallons. 1504 was built in 1919 by the American Locomotive Company, or ALCO for short, by its Richmond works in March 1919. It was used to pull Atlantic Coast Line's main passenger trains, such as the South Central Florida Express, South Central Florida Express. No. That's just fuck. I messed up. It used to pull in Atlantic Valley. Revenue Service. 1504 was the 5th member of the 70 USRA Light Pacific built by ALCO between 1919 and 1920 for the Atlantic Coast Line Railroad (ACL). Classified as a P5A Pacific meant that this locomotive is a 462, and in case you don't know what 462 means, it refers to the wheel arrangement, and that means you got 2 leading wheels at the front, 6 driving wheels in the 6 large driving wheels, and 2 small leading wheels at the back. So they designated this as a 462. This locomotive was built by the P5As were built between 1919 and 1920 for the Atlantic Coast Line Railroad. 1504 had the capacity to haul 10 to 12 car passenger train at 70 to 80 miles an hour. It was designed to haul the Atlantic Coast Line's premier passenger trains, such as the Miamian, the Florida Special, the Palmetto Limited, the Southland, the Southwind, and the Dixie Flyer. Who named that? By the late 1940s, when the Atlantic Coast Line Railroad was dieselized, its passenger trains number, including 1504, was reassigned to fast freight service in the Tampa, Florida area. During that time, it hauled 50 to 60 freight cars at maximum allowable speeds until its retirement from revenue service on December 31st, 1952. However, unlike any other USRA Light Pacifics, 1504 was spared from scrap. 1504 was chosen for preservation by the Atlantic Coast Line's president, Champion Davis, and the head of Atlantic Coast Line Mechanical Department, John W. Hawthorne. In 1960, the locomotive was given for mechanical overhaul and was put on static display in front of the ACL General Office building in Jacksonville, Florida. Number 1504 is the only surviving U.S. RE Line Pacific steam locomotive in original as built condition, with the exception of its headlight tender truck and pilot wheel truck. In 1986, Atlantic Coast Line's successor, CSX, donated the number 1504 locomotive to the Jacksonville City Council, where they relocated it to its new static display site in the parking lot of the Prime F. Osborne Convention Center, located at the former Jacksonville Union Terminal. In 1990, the locomotive was designated as a National Historic Mechanical Engineering Landmark and was also listed on the National Register of Historic Places. In 2015, after being on display outside exposed to the elements, 1504 was consequently restored again by the North Florida chapter NRHS at a cost of $20,000 received from both Trains Magazine and CSX Corporation. And the next will be even more insane. In June 2021, the Jacksonville City Council announced that they would transfer the ownership of 1504 locomotive to the United States or the U.S. Sugar Corporation, who will eventually restore it to operating condition for use in excursion service on the South Central Florida Express short line in Clearston, Florida, as part of the Sugar Express Tourist passenger train. 2 months later, the number 1504 locomotive was removed from static display and moved to the former Launcey Boiler Company in Chattanooga, Tennessee, the same place where Southern Railway 1401 was originally restored in the late 1960s. Number 1504 will undergo an extensive 3-year restoration and rebuild performed by the FMW Solutions. And that was the perfect history of the Atlantic Coast Line 1504. Wait a minute. If 1504 was gonna be restored today in 2020, it's gonna be restored in 2021. Wait, that means it could run again in either 2023 or 2024 or 2025. But we'll see. Well, I think I'm gonna end the video here. Well, this is just a short history, but I call it a perfect history. Well, guys, if you did enjoy this video, and if you want to see more content like this, then please like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out a future upload like this. And with that, I'll see you guys next time, and have a good day, and be nice to anyone, and be mean to I don't want to say it. Nah.